Hello, my name is Brandon Klein, and for our first project, I chose Myotonic Goats. What is a myotonic goat? It is a goat with a condition characterized by a delayed muscle relaxation after a voluntary contraction. These goats are often referred to as the fainting goats because their legs stiffen for a short period of time, approximately 5 to 20 seconds. It varies in severity. And this causes the goat to fall to its side with its legs still locked out, but the goat is still conscious, so they're not actually fainting. This originated in Tennessee and was discovered in the 1880s. The physiological mechanism of the myotonic goat. It is characterized by the ion channel dysfunction, which is a mutation that in this case disrupts the flow of chloride ions across the cell membrane, and this prevents the muscle relaxation, resulting in prolonged muscle contraction, which we observe as the fainting episodes or the stiffness and rigidity. What affects the fainting episodes? So myotonia is inherited, and it's inherited with varying degrees of severity. The two main classifications are the Thompson disease, which is autosomal dominant, and the other one is Becker myotonia, which is autosomal recessive. Becker myotonia is typically more severe and can lead to permanent weakness of the muscles. And environment heavily influences myotonia. Diet, nutrition, certain nutritional deficiencies or imbalances will exacerbate myotonia, especially if you have some electrolyte imbalance. As previously mentioned, chloride, could be potassium too. Stress, such as a sudden loud rooster crowing or a wolf attacking, can contribute to the manifestation of myotonic episodes. And temperature extremes, cold weather can trigger it through muscle contractions. How is the phenotype produced? It is produced through selective breeding, mainly by human intervention. The human intervention influences the prevalence and expression of this phenotype and increases the likelihood of passing it on to the next generation. And humans do this because the adaptive value of having myotonic goats helps shepherds protect their flocks of sheep from wolf attacks, and they do this by providing a free meal to the wolves. So when a wolf comes and attacks a flock of sheep, the myotonic goat will, from the stress, the environmental factor of stress, will seize up, roll over, and give the wolves a free meal and allow time for the sheep to get away. In addition to this, the myotonic goats are recognized for being more muscular, providing more meat, and being larger in size. They're easier to contain. As you saw in the previous video, they seize up and are less likely to jump out of areas. And they reproduce more per litter compared to other goats. However, they are maladaptive to the wild. They would not survive in the wild without human intervention. Cost and benefit. So muscle contraction from myotonia can make the individual appear less vulnerable, which could act as a deterrent for an attack. It could also help with energy conservation and prolonged muscle contraction by maintaining constant muscle tension without neural signaling to relax constantly. A benefit is that humans provide and protect the animal because of the convenience of the trait, and the link traits associated with it. However, the cost of that is that the sheep are dependent on the humans, and this is definitely disadvantageous in the wild with no human intervention. Myotonia is also found in humans. Humans can suffer from type 1 or type 2 variations. Type 1 is more severe and more frequently leads to disability. Myotonia could be useful in the event of prolonged hanging, and this is more prevalent in Europe. It's absent in the sub-Saharan Africa area, and it's rare to see in Asia.
Okay, let go. Doesn't do anything, right? Did you get the handshake on film?
I got right in the middle of it.
Okay, let's start taking the hand. So, because this is this point, and then I'll do this, and then I'll explain later. Can you see what I'm doing?
Yes.
Are you relaxed? Can you break it? Can you break it? Okay. And then do that. And then I'm going to let go real fast. You got that? Okay?
Yes,
Okay.
I got it.
Let go real fast. Does that hurt? Doesn't hurt, but okay. It's good.
Myotonia also occurs in horses. These horses are known as the Tennessee walking horse. They are a favored breed for pleasure riding and show competitions for their smooth gaits and calm temperament, which makes them suitable for plantation work and leisure riding, which is why they are selectively breeded. And this would definitely be maladaptive in the wild because it would hinder the horse's ability to get away when it is startled. As you can see in the video, the horse's leg muscles are having a delayed relaxation. Our third taxon breed is Myotonic cats. It occurs in all domestic short-haired cats. It is an autosomal recessive trait. It occurs from selective breeding. The origination is unknown. It is linked with genetic traits that are just advantageous because to humans. It's linked to traits that humans like. This is definitely maladaptive in the wild. It would hinder the cat's ability to get away from something that surprises it, such as a snake. In summary, myotonia continues to persist because it is inherited. There are selective pressures and selective breeding that cause these mutations and inheritance in the muscle contracting. And myotonia is closely linked to advantageous traits for humans. And in addition to that, spontaneous mutations cause a rise of this expression with no prior history.